What up, Jay Sully? Good morning. How you doing, Game Wheels? Can't talk. Nick Bailey, good morning. What's up, Patel? Well, it's probably afternoon for you, huh, Bailey? Fantastic, bud. Getting ready to knock out this packaging. And I think I might go ahead and do my Lego Vader. I've had sitting over here for a couple weeks now saying I'm going to finish that. But we'll see, I might end up getting this packaging done and just leaning back and doing nothing. Win-win situations either way. What are you getting into today? You drawing up some more fantastic Darth Mauls I'm going to be extremely jealous of? What up, readers? Oh, labels. Ooh, nice. I have never tried to draw any of those AT-ATs, AT-STs. I've never attempted to do any of them. I really need to try it out. I've always wanted to, just never done it. Same thing with Akbar. I know James Boyd was wanting me to draw one, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally going to do that, and then I didn't. Good morning, Stefan. I need to take this trash out today. I know that. It's getting kind of filled up with empty packs. .03, that's the only way to go. I use 0.03 for the fine liner. That's my favorite one. And then I also have a .03 mechanical pencil. It's really hard to use because that lead breaks. If you put any type of pressure on it, it snaps. But it does some fantastic line work. I just hid my tape from myself. Genius. What up, Guard Vader? Got some pretty sick Vader sketches in the shop right now. Big and little. That's a new one we got in this past week. Look at that bad boy. That's a painting by Jeff Ward. I know we got a Nina Art hanging out in there somewhere. I've never gotten any hand tattoos. The closest I came was the wrist coming down onto my hand. I've always planned on getting one that kind of flows down a little bit more, and I haven't gotten a new tattoo in years. One of these days, I'll step up. Or did you accidentally stab yourself with a fine liner and that's how you got that tattoo? There it is. That'll do it too. That will absolutely do it. It's way too easy to do. And definitely when you're doing some shading with a fine liner and getting that kind of getting that tip super sharp, it'll take you out. I can't tell you how many times I've actually stabbed myself while trying to do anything. General Sim, good morning, buddy. How are you today? This is just one of those moments in life where if I just picked up everything and set it beside me, I wouldn't have to reach down. But that takes the fun out of it. Oh, fantastic, General Sim. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm glad it arrived somewhat quickly. You know, shipping has been absolutely ridiculous recently. I have one that I shipped out and it just says in transit right now, and like the guy messages me all the time and he's like, "Oh, like, it hasn't showed up yet." And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like we have tracking on it. Like it's coming. It's just slow." And I have zero control over it, unfortunately. He's new to Whatnot though, so I get it. You know, everybody freaks out because there's so many scammers on Whatnot. So as soon as something slows down or looks like it's going wrong, you just immediately assume you got scammed, I guess. But he'll have his Stranger Things box in the mail pretty soon. I doubt it would take very long. Yes, that's exactly what I told him. You know, it's the holidays. I know K Smith, he buys a massive amount, and we've had items that arrived to him, you know, in 2 weeks. Like I've shipped stuff that's gotten to him earlier than other things that I shipped before. It's just the way of it. So we actually have 3 cases, but I only have 2 listed. Because K Smith is actually talking about buying one. He wanted me to put one aside for him. I said that's no problem. There's another fantastic mall going out. That's on a honeypot AP. That's one I've stared at for a few months. What up, Darth Venom? I actually listed my Boba Fett. My big Boba Fett that I did. I kicked around a price for a while. I finally decided on 300 for it with offers on. We'll see if anybody wants it. Roy, the only Roy I know is Cover. Good morning, Comics Collection. How you doing, buddy? I just packaged your cards up. Only just. Oh. That mall over there, that one's actually an 8x10. So it was a 8.5 by 11, but then I trimmed it down, which it was just me trimming off some of the black around the edges because I didn't have a frame for it to fit. Oh God, that sounds horrible. Good Lord. I hate snow. I got a pretty good feeling we're going to end up getting some around here. Right now it's raining pretty heavily and it's supposed to rain all day. And then tonight it's supposed to get down to like 20 degrees or something. So that's going to be super exciting when I wake up at 3 a.m. and go to work in the morning. Yeah, that one came out pretty good, Nick. That was actually my first large piece that I ever fully completed, and I spent forever on it. Off and on. I think it was like 13 hours overall, but I was taking like hour breaks in between because I'm lazy. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever list it. That one might end up staying in the collection forever. That's kind of like the my Yoda painting. I don't know if I'll ever actually try to sell it just because it was my first painting I ever did. So it might stick around. Or I'll do the whole list it for some kind of astronomical price nobody will ever pay just so I can say I'm actively trying to sell it. We got the wooden Simra Balut card going out today. I was wondering when that thing was going to show up. I think we still have a few Simras left in the honey pots. They've been holding out strong. Absolutely gorgeous card, though. Good Lord. Total win. Packaged and ready to go. I've also got to sit down today and go through all of those sketches that Darth Mox sent me and list them up in the show next weekend and start doing some marketing posts for it. See what we got going on with them. We shall see. And the wife's on the way home now. She ended up having to go to work this morning. Nailed it. Do we have any Squarespace? Nope, not today. Not today. I definitely didn't pull up the YouTube or Facebook again. Let's see. There we go. Volume off there, volume off here, and we nailed it. 8 hours away, huh? Yeah, hopefully they're gonna pop up Monday or Tuesday. Shouldn't be too hard or too long for them to pop in. As long as we don't get any kind of crazy storms or anything, I think we'll be all right. We'll have another Nick Bailey art show. I really don't know how I want to go about doing this. This Vader. I picked it out weeks ago because I thought it would be cool, and didn't really think about how to do it. Background first. I don't even know what I want the background to be. I'm not sure if I want to do just like a overall color wash or try to build something back there Lego style. I also have no idea. There it is. Yeah, let's see. I'm thinking I should go in and try to put all of the little details in gray. Do a quick gray wash so that I don't. Well, I mean, they're not gonna go anywhere. I could always do a straight black over top, not like deep black, but it's definitely gonna have to be a gray wash on that too. Overall, then go back over top of it with the gray and get the little baby details in, and then go back over that with the white. Hmm. I don't know. We'll see. Let's screw this up. Can't ruin it if you don't ever start it. Let's see. We're gonna use our roundabout down here. We have a cat hair on, of course. We'll use a lot of black. Gonna need more of that, guaranteed. We'll need some hot. I think I might mix red in with the black and give it that kind of a little bit of a red tinge to it. Because why not? That would be pretty sweet. We're gonna put some over here just in case we go that route. I gotta do the lightsaber anyway. Water bottle. Only the best for us. Great value. Yeah, I was thinking about that for some of the highlights. Maybe adding just like a tinge of blue to the white when I'm doing kind of like the glares off of them. Little duality action. I think that could be pretty sweet. paint water. Always got to have some of that. So yeah, fill this one with water. Put a little bit of water in this one. Lost my cap. Let's do just an overall gray wash for that background first off. And then I'll do some additions onto it after that. Just should have just started with a bunch of white. I messed up there. I'll figure paint out one of these days. One of these days, I might know what I'm doing. Today is not that day, though. That's faux show. Bob Ross always makes it look so easy. I think I might want this to be even wetter, since it's just going to be a very, very thin overlay, I think. This is, oh, there we go. Gouache, however y'all say it. Winsor and Newton. This is the kind that Craig Deeks told me about and said I should 100% try out, and I said okie dokie. And it has been super, super nice. I definitely enjoy it. It's pretty awesome. I mean, the really great thing about it is the blendability. So even after it dries out, you can always just add more water to it. And you can blend more colors in. You can do whatever you want with it. It's pretty sweet. Very spreadable and all that good stuff. This is the first time I've done any art in almost 2 weeks. It's disgustingly sad. I've never used acrylic, but this gouache, I think is how you actually supposed to say it, is basically a type of watercolor. It's just a super thick one. You can really decide how deep you want that watercolor to be, you know. And like I was saying, even after it dries, you can just add a little bit more water on top, and it just softens right back up. So you can add 15 layers and then go back over top of it. Should have used a smaller one for this. Oh well. And go right back over top of it and then blend all those layers together to get one specific color. That's exactly what I was told. When you use acrylic, like you put the color down and that's where the color is. So I'm thinking like doing this type of paint and then moving on to acrylic over top of it to get some of those tiny little details in that I always end up smudging afterwards. I think my wife's home. I think I just heard her pull in. So I think this is my fourth official painting I've done. Add a little more there. Cold weather is killing my fingers. Hate winter. I also hate summer though, so I guess that doesn't make a whole lot of change. Hate weather. And then we got our tiny little one. Wee little fella. Not really sure how much I really like these brushes. They're are triangular, which I thought would be pretty cool because I don't mind the triangular colored pencils from Faber-Castell. But these are like super, super thick. Yeah, the time change definitely sucks. Not a big fan of waking up in the dark and then getting home and it's dark again. Guess it could still be worse. Not sure how, but I'm sure it's out there. A little bit of water addition here. Beautimus. Definitely not going to do 100% straight up copying on this, but we'll see what happens. You know, I thought I had some paper towels up here. I might be wrong. Throw them away already? Well, when in doubt, you always got a nice sleeve. All right, I think we're gonna go with that red Vader like I was talking about. So we're just gonna dip a good amount of this over here. Can't see what I'm doing. Water. Lots of water. What's really awesome about this paint too is it really isn't crazy expensive. So I think I got this whole set for like I think it was like 14 bucks. And now I have a more expensive set from Winsor and Newton, which was like 40. But I figured I would get that super cheap set as, like my practice paint and see how it turned out. And I'd say it's been working out pretty darn good. This came out way more brown than I was planning on it to be. That's a really solid point. They definitely have. There's a lot of deals going on right now. I've seen quite a few, and I keep looking at stuff, and I'm like, I kind of want that, and then I want some of that. I've definitely seen a lot of stuff that I look at, and I'm like, I don't think I need it, but I think I'm gonna get it. Solid 50% off. Can't hate on that. I've been looking at more getting stuff for printing. Seen a lot of different stuff that I'd like to get a hold of. And I just haven't bought any. I know Blick is actually having a 20% off deal right now. So I'm going to be looking into that today to see exactly what they got going on. Karen Diash. Whew. I've seen some of their some of their sets, and I've been very, very interested in possibly trying to get onto some. That's where they get you. That's where they 100% got you figured out. They're like, most of these people probably aren't going to buy a whole lot of this because they don't need it, but a lot of people are going to end up buying a massive amount of it. Not because they need it right now, but because they might need it in the future. And there I am sitting there going, yep, you got me. And if it's something that I could use, maybe I won't actually need to use it, but I think it might come in handy in the future. I'm going to get it. That's how we end up with out in the shed, an entire box of just random screws going, I don't know. I mean, it might come in handy. If I throw it away now, I'm going to need it soon. They definitely have us figured out. Geniuses. Yeah, because they're going to be, you can get it half off now, and next year it'll be triple the price, and they'll do another half off. So you're really only getting like 25% off. It's the worst. Now my wife's home. Good for her. She had to go in and work some overtime today. Normally, I'm the only one around here that gets stuck working a massive amount of overtime. But holidays, man, holidays, the worst. I don't reckon I need that picture right now. I kind of know what I think I'm doing. I think I know which direction I'm going to go. Oh, my cat found me. Shut the door. A little better, ain't it? Just a wee bit. Spread it a little. Kind of try to flatten the color out. All of this is going to have a massive amount of like white and gray added on. This is deep shadow. I totally missed an entire foot line there. Let's see, I got 0.02 we can utilize here. Nailed it. These are the ones I use. Pretty cheap, super simple. Unit ball. That's pretty impressive. I've been liking. I, I don't know. I can't get uniballs to work for me. I just suck at them, and I'm aware of that because I use so much of them at work. Who needs to color inside the lines? Not me, I guess. Okay, now we got that done. Let's do this now. See how it works out. We're hitting a lot of country on the Pandora today. Good lord. Should have left like a little bit of actual blackout. I'm gonna need it again in a minute, that's for sure. Without question. It's already 11 o'clock. Good laws have mercy. Let's see here. Oh, rough outlines. Lord. It always looks absolutely horrible in the beginning, doesn't it? It's terrible. It's getting there very slowly. Very, very slowly. Headway is being made. Not the best of headway so far. Whoops. I can fix that. I'll fix that later. I think. I don't know if I can fix that. Darken this up a little bit because I'm gonna hit that again with white here in a little while for sure. Gonna have to. Same thing down here. Add some shine to it with white. That's actually gonna be almost pure black. And here with the gray. We'll throw some gray in here, and then I'll black on top. All right, and then I'll just blend it all together, and it'll look like I think I know what I was doing. I'm pretty sure that's how this works. I think. That's kind of been my go-to move since I really started doing anything is I kind of just make it up as I go and hope it looks like I knew what I was doing when I'm done. It normally doesn't work. All right, the black, add some here and here, here. Like I need more white, or I will, definitely will, but I don't think I do yet. Let's do that water thing I was talking about. See what happens. Not bad. I think. Go back to this brownish black color. I kind of forgot that I hadn't finished his face yet. I gotta go in here with some gray. The nog. And we're blending, and we're blending. That blending water looks fine. Oh yeah. What's next? Nope. Got a little shoulder pad over here. Get that in there. Get that red in there now. Back to that original plan of doing whatever I want. Okay, let's try this here. And then here. This is one of the things Craig Deeks kept telling me to do. That, you know, you can pretty much just put color, any color you want, absolutely anywhere, and then make it work in the end. I said, that doesn't make any freaking sense to me. Like, if it's a color, it should be that color, right? Nah, just do whatever. Do-do. Don't really have any lines in here for this. So we're going to make them just work. I think the light would reach down there. What up, Deadpool? No more sold last night. It was a little bit of a slower night. I think we only got up to like 23, 25 people in the show. Show went well though. Not too many previous pieces sold. Yeah, it's definitely that time of year, you know. Everybody's got to save up. That and um 25 Galaxy just came out recently too, so that's gonna take precedence on a lot. That looks pretty good color. Put my finger right in that water like a dumb. All right, let's try to add some of these freaking lines in here. See how bad I can screw them up. All right, looks like we got one right here. Kind of comes up like so. A little baby one here, and then a long one right here. Definitely gonna have to hit some epic black over top of all of this to make it kind of work out again. Whoops. You know what? That doesn't look too terrible. What's happening, everybody? I'm just screwing up a nice painting of a Darth Vader Lego. Nothing too crazy or exciting. Me and Nick Bailey been hanging out. I think he's been drawing also. Hopefully the stream went well for everybody. Y'all got some awesome singles picked up. Nothing crazy. We had a pretty solid GHG show last night. So the Lego lightsaber is supposed to be a little bit more solid, but I don't want to do that. That's boring. Boring. think I need a little bit thicker of a brush here. I got those down hither hiding out from me. Also don't have any kind of paper towel up here because I just didn't bring it, so that's what we're stuck with. A sleeve of life. Pandora's been on a massive country kick today and last night. It was like every third or fifth song goes back into country. Almost noon. I need the barest amount of green. Sleeve works perfectly, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure that's why they originally designed sleeves. So you could wipe the paint off your brush. I don't see any other reason for them. What are you doing, Pandora? I just turned my monitor off somehow, and I have no idea how I did it. Impressive. No idea how I did that. Let's see. Quail, quail, quail. Screen's going wild. I don't know what this thing's doing now. Alright, what's going on with this over here now? Let's add a little bit here. For safety's sake. That's better. What up, Madre? I'm just finishing up this little Vader. I don't think I'm gonna get it any better. It went okay. Not great. Before I hop off of here, what are you doing? I used to listen to Plies all the time when I was a kid. This computer's just doing whatever it wants to do today, I reckon. He's a little Vader. Little Vader. He's a little broken, but he doesn't look terrible. Figured I had to use a little bit of time, some of my free time on my one day off to do some type of painting. Non-stop. Gots to use it. I don't know where mom went. She asked a question and left. I'm glad you're enjoying watching it because this has been one of those, like, every time I put something new up there, it aggravates me, so I try to fix it. I actually picked doing this because I was like, "Oh, this one will be a quick and easy one, cause it's just a freaking Lego." Hello, being wrong. So wrong. I mean, it definitely looks better than it did when we started, right? Yeah, I think it's pretty close to, watercolor, but not quite. I say that without ever previously using watercolor. Yeah, I've heard that quite a bit. Um, there are sketch cards out there that are really good. So, one of the things you can really do to help out with trying to utilize watercolors is just cut your watercolor paper that's made for it and glue it to the top of a sketch card. Big booking at flats always fun. That was too much. That was way too much. It's too late. We're doing it. I don't know. I'm not sure what will be the next jump out. You know, I never really plan anything out. It's kind of whatever happens in that moment kind of just happens. We were talking about acrylic earlier. I'd really like to try to jump into that at some point, but I don't know. Now, I've used the acrylic paint pens already. I actually have a full set. I think my kid has it down in her room. She's pretty good at stealing stuff. So I kind of want to try out some paint. And I have a little bit, a couple small colors here and there, but nothing crazy, you know. Yeah, you definitely got to have some super tiny brushes. The ones I got, they're pretty small. I don't know where the rest of them are right now. They're so small that it looks like I've lost them. Hmm. Oh, here they are. I have some tiny ones. I usually use the tiniest, but I got this little setup here. Little fellas. Yeah, just one hair. Maybe I'll start using my beard hairs as paintbrushes. I'll start making paintbrushes for artists too. I've actually seen some artists doing that, just using one piece of hair to get certain things in. Ah, I can tell you're definitely starting to get about that detail life. You are your details are getting more and more insane as you go along. The tear stains are just part of the process. And that's another really big plus of this paint, you know, you could drop a tear or two on it and it just gives you more ability to blend. This thing's turned into a mess. Uh-oh. Too wet. The old brush cleaner. Nailed it. Works every time. I'm gonna have to save some receipts the next time I go and buy some long sleeve sweaters. I guess all sweaters are long sleeve, huh? Anyway, I can write them off on my taxes as art supplies. I think you definitely should be able to, right? Why not? I think it's just about how you word it. These are my mind opener gummies. Should work out fine. Inspiration fumes. It ought to work. I guess I should get here. There we go. Got you, Vader. Take care of you, bud. Oh, Canada. All right, we're gonna blend. Whoop, wrong button. This is when I'm gonna find out I'm allergic to this type of paint. Vader has been Vadered. That's as Vadery as we're gonna get him. There's about 8,000 other additions I could put onto it, but nah, we'll be alright. With the swoop. Picasso of life, Sitherson. Oh. Let's get that edge taken care of. I like the black edges on cards. I don't know why. These have a lot of edge on them too. Look at all that. That is a thick old card. Topps no longer has the monopoly on thickums. Figured out your tricks. I thought it was going to be way more fun than it was. Now that I got the first one out of the way and I've learned some new tricks, next time I decide to go the route of doing some Legos, it'll be easier and maybe I'll be able to have a little more fun with it. Yeah, so I print them as a sheet. I can usually get 12 cards to one sheet. And so like this one right here, I actually print it, I cut it, and then I glue it to the thicker stock because it's easier to trim it that way. I don't know why, it just is. That and when so this type of stock right here is I don't remember the name. I don't remember the brand name, but the back of the stock has the name, like the logo all the way across it. It takes a little effort sometimes. And then like these cards right here, these are like 32 point. So this is double ply. So what I do is I print it and then I glue it to another blank sheet so it doubles the thickness and it works great. It helps with the bleed through also. It's definitely not hard to do. And for like this type right here, this thickness, I'm going to be selling these pretty cheap. These I'm actually donating. I got to get 100 of those. I got to finish trimming them and then I'll be done, but then I'll really set up and decide how I'm going to go about doing PSCs for people, specific designs and everything. I made some for Kendall and Kennedy Nelson. Just gave them a couple small ones. But I did a quick design for them and shipped them over to them. Just waiting on USPS to get their stuff together and, deliver it. Holy cow. Got a massive amount of notifications. Oh, look at that. Sarah Manzoni is going to be sending some more into us soon. She said she's working on a massive amount more. So we'll have a little bit more specific artwork from her. She's got some gorgeous artwork. And I know she was talking about possibly doing some Star Wars and everything, so we might see that coming in. Yeah, as soon as I figure out what I'm gonna do with the pricing for just standard size, I'll let you know. And all you'll have to do is shoot me your design over, or Honestly, you can shoot me over what you want your design to look like, and I can render it up real quick. Let's see. I should have. Let me go to this conversation because this should actually have the, yeah. So that's the one I did for Kennedy, and those are Kendall's. I based them off of how they normally do their own backs. I don't know if they have seen them yet, actually. I don't know if I have any of Kendall's left over to show how she usually drew hers. Might have sold them all. Oh, wait, here we go. I have mom's right here. Yeah, so that was her little design that she always did. She's a orange belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I made sure I incorporated that into hers. It really didn't take me overly long to actually do the full design. But I'll have that set up here soon. I'm only going to be doing small runs. I think that'll be the easiest way. Because truthfully, Iconics.biz, that's Karen. That's who I usually did all my honeypot cards through. They're good for doing really large bulk size or bulk sketches. They're pretty inexpensive, but you can get, like 200, 500 cards done. I'm going to be more on the smaller side of things, trying to do like 25, 50, 75, 100 at a time. But I plan on really trying to set that up here in my vacation after this coming up week, doing a little bit more intelligence gathering on it and trying to figure out what I'm doing. But my real thought process was doing kind of like specialized series PSCs, kind of like I did with the Steve Irwin or the Bob Ross. Which I don't even have any of the Bob Ross ones up here. They're all downstairs. So instead of 100% doing like just one PSC for everybody, like everybody can just get one PSC and like that's your card. You can also branch out and do like little specialized sets of your own, like I did with the Bob Ross. Yeah, and I didn't really even come up with it right off gate. I had honestly started out, I did my own PSCs, and I was like, oh, I said, I like them. They're pretty cool. And then I did the first Bob Ross card. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want the backing to match the sketch I'm doing. I think it adds a little bit more excitement to it. I like looking at it more. So that's the route it went. And then of course I 100% went full in on it because I can't ever just do like one small thing. I have to do 100 million things based off of one idea. Some of them stick, some of them do not. I'd say out of every 1,000 ideas I have, I'll actually be able to pull off maybe 20 of them, and then one out of those 20 ideas is actually a good idea. I never find that out until it's too late. But you can't fail unless you try. But all right, I'm gonna go find something to eat, and I'm gonna go sit on my recliner for the rest of the day and try not to move because I got to go back to work first thing in the morning all week and probably next weekend. So it is time for that relaxation I've been pushing towards. Well, appreciate y'all coming out, hanging. You'll have to send me whatever work you're working on, Nick. Send me some images of it. I wants to see. Have a good one, Ash, and I will see y'all next weekend. I'm sure we should have a new package from you, Nick, and I think we have another package from you, right, Ash? I want to say we should have one coming in, if I remember properly. So next weekend ought to be a pretty dang awesome one. Says delayed. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of snowstorms up north right now, so honestly, that's not surprising. It'll pop up. But all right, y'all have a fantastic Sunday. Have an awesome week. Of course, if y'all need anything throughout the week, shoot me a message. Just like always, we can figure out whatever we need to figure out as we go along. And I will check y'all out on Saturday night's Golden Hive Gallery along with the consignment show that we'll be doing. Later.